y'all remember the pseudo doctor, the relationship guru that got exposed on the Paul Pierce podcast? Well, she's getting exposed again, but this time is by Corey Holcomb. So she was on Paul Pierce podcast, and she essentially gave a little insight into her relationship. And everybody, after hearing what she had to say about her relationship, like disqualified her from ever going on another podcast again to give advice on relationships. Because she pretty much confessed she's in one of the most unhealthy relationships you could ever be in.
Oh, with you. This is about you. You just flipped the script on us. We over here.
Reverse Uno.
Man, you sure did.
But it was good. It was insightful.
But we need to find out about what's going on with her. She dating, single.
Dating.
What do that entail for a 42-year-old?
I am dating.
Dating, but single.
Enjoying my life. I have really good companions.
How many are you dating right now?
I'm not exclusively committed to anyone, but I have one guy that I have dated off and on for 5 years.
Got her.
We've dated for 5 years off and on.
So you was his work for 5 years? You been his work? You still his work?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I know what's going on now. We're gonna take this sheep clothing off.
The wolf teeth going out. No,
he was somebody's work for 5 years.
We have been each other's companion for 5 years. And I have spent the block for 5 years. And it's the truth. And he doesn't like it. He's absolutely correct. He just has some emotional maturity that he had to do. We're 9 years apart. He's 9 years younger than me. And so we both had to work through things, but he's had to work on his emotions and his intense insecurities around being in a relationship.
And you've been waiting on it. Like what's the problem? Why y'all not together?
Just because of that,
you're waiting on that.
A relationship guru who is admitting that she's in a relationship with a dude 9 years younger than her, who is emotionally unstable, who has been obsessed with her and wanting to be with her for the last 5 years, right? Who she says isn't ready to be with him, nor have any plans to be with him, but she's only going to him for the D. That relationship guru is telling people how to be in happy relationships when she's not even in one. Now, I thought that was crazy. I initially thought she's probably capping. Maybe she's the one that's going back to this dude and she's still work, but she don't want to admit it because this boss babe culture, you got to be the one who's shark and you got to be the one with the options. But Corey Holcomb has an alternative theory. Corey Holcomb believes that she's lying about this story, but he also believes that she's lying about this story not for the reason that I think she's lying, but she's telling an alternative theory and creating a guy up who don't exist because she's hiding something else.
Then I thought, I was just saying that
all her websites go to beg pages. She wants a donation.
You got to coin
Hey, you don't
that.
think she's paying to be on any of those shows?
Say that again,
You
Craig.
got to coin bag pages.
No, Darlene, she don't have to pay to go on them shows. The lames want her to be on their show for one reason or another. So she's been able to shine in front of people that are on the simp side of the game. And I know they're gonna be mad at me, but what are you doing talking to a bitch about nothing? Now, there are women out here that have something to say. I put them on my show. I love a woman with elegance and knows how to conduct herself in a way that's respectable. You would feel stupid disrespecting them. But here's a bitch who has disrespected every man I ever seen her in front of, including Paul Pierce in the beginning. She wasn't even on the show 5 minutes before she started being disrespectful to him and yicking it up.
But Paul, I love Paul
With the other brawl. No, Paul Pierce, he tried to be a nice guy for a minute, but Paul Pierce is more street fortified than any of them niggas seen her talking to on the internet. So he was like, hold on, wait. And he started talking to her like a motherfucker supposed to talk to a bitch, and she just hung herself. Because she didn't have an answer. She created an AI nigga and lied on him, and he ain't never did nothing to her. She created an AI individual This so-called dude that she say exists, that dude don't exist. Y'all, for all the lames who don't know, that dude don't exist. She had a girl that she used to call her security. That's where her work been. And she ain't gonna talk about it. The streets told me a lot about this girl and I ain't even been talking about it. The girl burned people clothes and everything. I know about you.
This will be the plot twist of the century. If we find out there's this evil maniacal guru who's a lesbian, but she's going from podcast to podcast and on her platforms telling women to leave their men because their men ain't doing nothing. And she's coaching women on how to deal with men or how to spot red flags in men or what exactly to tolerate or not tolerate from a man. And then come to find out she never dealt with a man. She's not dealing with a man. She's in a full-blown relationship with a woman, and she understands this, which is probably why she's hiding it or concealing it if this is true. She understands that she's no longer qualified to tell women how to be in happy relationships with men if she's in a relationship with a woman, right? Now, Corey Holcomb will say that, her being a lesbian or bisexual isn't the only secret she's hiding. Corey will say that he knows people who used to deal with the strip clubs and that this lady, Cheyenne Bryant, that she was actually in the strip clubs, which is why her entire profile, her history has all been scrubbed from the internet. Because honestly, if you really want to dig to find out who this woman is, bro, like there's old like reality TV show clips where she's fighting and stuff like that, acting ratchet. But other than that, bro, you rarely see very few pictures of her from her past. You don't see archives. And you ask yourself, why do it feel like her entire identity has been erased from the internet outside of like the last 5 years or so?
I know about you. Want me to tell you why? Because I know a lot of people used to hang out in the strip club. They know you. I told y'all this broad from the strip club. I told y'all. But everybody want to act like the big bad black man is talking crazy. In fact, I want to bring up the most awkward thing I went through is when I was at the radio in Atlanta. I was up there with this dude, I think his name was Ryan Cameron. He was caking for this broad so bad. And I tried to be nice because he's not qualified to talk to real people.
Right.
The man act like I was dogging the broad out, and I'm like, you don't even know this bitch. This bitch even got a history on the internet because she erased it. You don't see her coming up in school and doing all that. Lames don't think like that. You don't see back how she used to move. She erased it. She's an extortionist. She extort weak niggas for a living while sucking pussy. I dare somebody, I ain't got to say her name, we all know who it is. She extort the weak while sucking pussy. That's what she do. You ain't never been up against no motherfucker me in no debate, because I do you worse than Paul Pierce. Paul Pierce was a good guy. And while you and the other girl on Paul Pierce show, they was yucking, because women yuck with a ain't no way shit.
This trend of gurus popping up out of nowhere to be an authority on a subject they got no business giving advice on isn't something as rare. It's pretty common, to be honest. And what we will see, a lot of these gurus will kind of erase their past because usually things from their past don't really align with what is currently going on, or what they have been through or their experiences don't really align up with what they're giving advice on, right? Like, how can you give advice on how to be in a happy marriage when you was in a strip club and you're married to a woman? What married to a woman, but you're dealing with a woman? It doesn't make sense. It's inconsistent all throughout the board. Now, I'm not saying though that her being in the strip club makes her a bad person. Honestly, I feel like she's losing her calling. But she could teach how to rebrand masterfully. She could teach these women who are currently doing nefarious activities on how to rebrand. She could teach these women how to go from the strip club to being somebody who's looked at as esteemed and respected. So I feel like her hiding that is actually taken away. Now, Corey Holcomb don't even believe that she's a doctor. Like, Corey Holcomb believes she's a a fraud across the board.
Do you know how many respectable women are out here in this world? And you can have respectable women that deserve to shine on your show, but no, y'all fuck with these trap queens who perpetrate like they are a doctor. They're nothing. I have a doctor on my show. In fact, the doctor that come on my show it's easy to see her accreditation. It's online and everywhere else. It's a real doctor, not some woman who come from the strip club background, perpetrating, lying. That dude she talking about is AI.
What dude?
She said she in a relationship where she been getting bust down for 5 years. She got caught in a lie.
Oh, wow.
She got caught in a lie. First, she act like she had multiple partners. Then not only did she lie about this dude, she act like something was wrong with him.
It's like a made up.
You should have saw it. I was like, she is creating a scenario where a man that's AI is not got his shit together. It's scary that people let people like that sit next to them and talk.
What about people I'm with you on the people that come to their defense, because it's like, how can you be so delusional where you are willing to put your life and your reputation on the line for somebody that's not even being themselves?
Right.
It's mainly the sisterhood that comes to the defense of women who are wicked. I'm talking about it'd be a wicked woman and they'll still come to her defense. Like you take, I could come up with so many examples where the sisterhood justifies what happened.
Jay Bolas, that's funny.
She's
dated AI hack.
She ate
AI.
Look, she talked bad about a nigga that don't even exist.
That's some fun.
He's not ready. He's this. I'm like, who?
He ain't coming out
Because
till he
if
get
you had somebody, he would be trying to take advantage of this shine you've been getting because he know it ain't gonna last long because you lie all the time. Let me say that again so it hit. If she had a dude that would tolerate somebody like her, he would have stepped to the forefront so he can get some shine while it lasts, because we know it ain't gonna last because she lied about her whole existence.
Right.
He'll be like, bitch, you up there telling them people you a doctor? I'm gonna say something too. I wanna be famous too. She ain't got nobody who finna sit back like a boy who can't come outside and not step up.
I know her dude. His name is Jack GPT.
I wouldn't say that because the dude that she's quote unquote keeping on the back burner for 5 years, just because he hasn't came forward, I wouldn't say that automatically proves her story is false or fake, because some dudes probably don't want to come forward, man. But what I would say, man, is just how this lady behaves, like some things she says, it don't really line up with the whole shtick of relationship guru, all-knowing authority in the relationship space. She actually comes across as a city girl, highly promiscuous, not really that disciplined, don't know what she's talking about. And I feel like that right there is the biggest tell-all sign that this chick shouldn't be giving advice. The second you tell me you're in a relationship with a dude 9 years younger than you, who's emotionally unstable, don't got his stuff together, who is upset that you're keeping him on the back burner for 5 years, but yet you continue to go back and sleep with this person, shows me everything I need to know. No relationship guru who knows what they're talking about will recommend this situation for any woman, especially themselves, bruh. They know that situation could turn out very dangerous. And then on that Paul Pierce episode, after that clip, she begins to brag about, well, hey, man, if it has to be somebody on a leash, it's better I have the man on the leash than the man have me on the leash, right? Winking. It shows she's a city girl. She's a quote-unquote boss babe. She fetishizes about being in the man's role, about wearing the pants. And we know, like, chicks like this, man, bro, they should never be out here giving advice to women on how to be with men. But let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think about this, man? Do y'all believe that Corey Holcomb is correct? Let me know. And if you're still watching, click on this video here somewhere on my screen, somewhere here, or here on my screen to find out how DJ Academics just caused complete chaos and turmoil within TDE with this strategic move. Click on this video right here to find out what I'm talking about. I'm out of here, folks. Peace.